So, I apologise in advance if my voice sounds a bit nasally or a bit croaky in this video. I am still ill post-EGX. The con-flu has hit me real hard, and it is 100% the reason why you have not had any videos from me on the Monday or Friday that I should have uploaded on. And I apologise for this, but on Monday I was so ill I couldn't leave my bed, and on Friday I barely had any voice. I was talking like this all day, and I didn't really want to make a video that sounds like that. My voice is sort of back now, albeit a little bit nasally. I sort of sound like I've got a finger over my nose or something. But for the most part, it's back to normal, thank God. So today's video is going to be about Breakout. I was originally going to upload my EGX vlog, but I got halfway into editing it and found that it was pretty crap and wasn't that interesting to watch, so I've sort of shelved it for now. I might bring it back at some point, but for now I'm just going to use the clips as memes some places where they're appropriate. But anyway, on to Breakout. So for those of you who don't know, Breakout has undergone a pretty major change. One, they brought back Ranked, which is good. I was very annoyed when they took away Ranked. Two, they've changed the game type itself up a bit. And three, they've changed the maps. Now, I'll start with the Ranked. Like I said a moment ago, I very much enjoy the Ranked aspect of Breakout. It's got a very Counter-Strikey feel with the rounds and the low HP and things like that. That's another thing I'll get onto in a moment. And it brought what I felt competitive FPS should be into Halo. I know Halo has its own brand of competitiveness, but Breakout itself felt like, to me, a better game mode than Slayer and Strongholds. It had a bit more focus, a bit more tactics, a bit more planning. You know, you was calling strats rather than just calling power weapons and things like that. And I played in a little Halo tournament at EGX and with Spiteful and Jasper and some dude called Jomo. I'm sorry if I've forgotten your name again. I think it was Jomo Man or something along those lines. And the calls were, they were alright, but what we were calling was terrible. From a competitive standpoint, in my opinion. There's a lot of little pauses there because I'm adding little things on as I realise someone could misconstrue it this way or that way. But all we were really calling out was power weapons and timings. And, in my opinion, that sort of thing really only exists, or really should only exist, in a console FPS of casual proportions, like Halo 3's Social Slayer and things like that. I don't think they're valuable calls. They are valuable in the game modes they're in, but in Breakout there's not really much of a need for that because the rounds are over so quickly. And that's something I like about it. It's slow-paced in terms of its gameplay, but fast-paced in terms of how fast you can play it. If your team, and you have good team communication, want to say, rush left side, take Plasma Caster and run to the enemy base, you can do that. But at the same time, if you want to take it slow, take it methodical, check every corner for an enemy, and be really thorough and precise about your round, you can. And that's just one of the things that I enjoy about the game mode. Now, onto the game mode tweaks themselves. The main thing they've done is added the shields back. Now, I'm personally not a fan of this because, again, it takes away from some of that sort of skill where if you catch someone off guard, they're dead. They're screwed. And that's that. I can understand that that's something they probably wouldn't want from a balance perspective. But it adds a lot of difference to the game mode from other Halo game modes. Again, it's probably just to bring it back to this more Counter-Strikey feel that I enjoy so much, given that I enjoy Counter-Strike a lot. And Breakout is sort of my Counter-Strike within Halo, which I really loved at the point. And another change is that they have swapped the starting SMG out for a shotgun. Now, personally, I quite like this change, because I felt that the SMG can be quite cheap, especially when there are no shields. the SMG, people could spray you down with it from quite a distance, still be pretty accurate and still do an awful lot of damage. It would still take 4 or 5 shots max to kill somebody, if you hit them all. And the shotgun just doesn't have that range. It forces people to either use precision weapons, which there are a fair few more of on the map now, like the Recon DMR and things like that, at least on the maps I've played, or to get really close and promote some of the rushing strategies that people never bothered doing in the old Breakout. So all in all, I'd give the gameplay changes a sort of 5 out of 10. I really dislike the shield thing. I really wish they'd get rid of it and go back to no shields. I can understand with the shotgun being added in that the shotgun could be a little overpowered with no shields. But that's just a change they may have to make, because I think the old Breakout community is not really going to enjoy the new Breakout. And I don't want to say that's no fault on 343, but if it isn't broken, don't fix it. The original Breakout game mode, before they took away its competitive ranking, was incredibly fun, and it was my go-to Halo 5 game mode. It was the one game mode in Halo 5 that I actually enjoyed playing day in, day out. Especially if I got people together and we could have some actual strat talk and make calls and things. So, now on to the maps. The maps in the new Breakout, or Breakout 2.0 as I guess it's being touted, at least from the map names, are all remixes of the original Breakout maps. Now, I've only played 2 of these. I can't name them both because I don't remember. I only played them half an hour ago, but I still don't remember. They weren't that interesting. I believe one of them was Crossfire and the other one was Trench. Just thinking about it. But they were remixes of these maps. And frankly, I wasn't impressed. I didn't see much of an issue with the original Breakout maps, but I can understand that they redesigned the maps to give them a more close quarters feel for the shotguns to be more effective. But frankly, I don't really like it. Why change up the maps in such a way that those like me who have already learnt the map design and know where all the corners are, where the camping spots are, where players are most likely to be hiding at a certain skill level, and completely remove that? It means I have to relearn the whole game mode again. I have to relearn the maps again. And frankly, with the state Halo 5's in at the moment, that's not really something I can be bothered to do. Especially with university starting back up, and I've got work to do, and I've got Starbucks work and things like that. I don't have the time to go through and learn another 5 maps for Breakout. Especially when, by the looks of it, Breakout is such a volatile playlist at the moment that it could get changed at any minute. I don't know if I want to commit my time and effort in learning the maps, learning the strategies, learning the calls, learning what teams do on these maps, what they rush, what power weapons are where, and things like that. It's a lot of effort. And for something that's changing so quickly and doesn't seem to be cared for as much by 343 as they were touting it on release, I'm not doing all that effort. I'm not going through all that. 343 don't seem to care. And it's a shame, because Breakout itself is a great game mode, especially for those like me who have come from games like Counter-Strike. Or should I say, gone to games like Counter-Strike and then come back. But what are your opinions on Breakout? If you've got any opinions on the new Breakout, any of the new changes, if you like them, if you hate them, let me know in the comment section below. And remember, stay classy.